Okay, so here we are. Last turn or two. I forgot we had to have Lana talk to Seliph here, so we're gonna do that real quick. We're finally nearing the end, aren't we, Sword Seliph? You know, Lana, you've done so much to help our cause from the very beginning. I couldn't possibly thank you enough. Thank you, but I'm not so sure. I've hardly done anything special, have I? But I don't mind. All I really need to be happy is to be by your side, Lord Seliph. Come to think of it, Lana, we've been together our entire lives, haven't we? We have. I have so many great memories of afternoons we spent playing together, but not once did I suspect we'd end up there. But I've always loved you, Lana, even when we were children. I'm sorry, Lord Seliph, but I can't stop thinking about this. Something feels amiss. It's as if being with you will hurt Miss Julia. Lana? Oh, okay, because that's what Seliph needed was more res. Alright, well, he can't quite make it to Julius, but that's fine, because Julia is about to go mano-a-mano, and there's very little threat to her here. She takes a whopping 8 damage, so she dies in, like, 6 turns. I guess a cost is a thing, but she gets to attack on a cost as well. Julia? Or wait, that's not his voice. Julia? Why? What are you... Manfroy, you've made a grave mistake. I do substantially more damage. Oh, Adept proc, nice. Is that a crit? Oh no, he dodged. That was his dodge animation. A cost. You know you want to. Come on. Maybe this is a cost, and I just don't know it yet. A cost? Damn! I wanted to one-round him. Alright, well... If he lives, I might just let Seliph kill him for shiggles. Oh, and for what it's worth, yeah, the Dermot and Altina never got hitched. Oh, Seliph can't kill him. Okay, well, if she somehow doesn't kill him, but brings him down into Seliph range to kill, I might let Seliph kill Julius just for shiggles. Owie. We still survive 2 more. That dodge animation, though, is pretty cool. Well, Seliph doesn't get to kill Julius. I doubt she'll get much for stat ups, because she's capped most of them due to her promotion. Actually, she only capped 1, but she has a lot of everything else. Naga, yet again you've brought ruin to me. That just gives me a free turn. Oh, wait, no, that was Julie's. Duh. Sure. Save real quick, why not? Did you ever get hitched? Nope. Sucks to be you. Seize! And complete the game. Congratulations, Seliph. You've endured so much, so well to make it this far. Thank you, Lewin, but our victory means precious little while our world still lies in ruins. Where do we begin from here? There's only one way to rebuild all the scarred lands. Everyone needs to come together and share the work among you. And for that, you'll need a good leader. The Crusaders' heir will be returning home to assume their rightful throne. Oh, the Crusaders' heirs will be... So, multiple, it's plural, don't. And the proper leadership, they can pool... With proper leadership, they can pool their strength again to build a new world. One where we can all live in happiness. A new world, you say? Yeah, Seliph, a new world. And your role is the most crucial of all. You'll remain here in Valhalla, and you'll guide the rise of this new world, as the king of Granville. Hold on, I'm to be the king? Mm-hmm. After all that's happened, you and Julia are the last living heirs of the blood of Granville's kings. The two of you have inherited the last will of all who lost their lives on this path. Those souls watch over you, even now. You mustn't forget the light for which they strove. I understand, Lewin. So long as I have the power, I'll do all I can. Now, Julia. What do you say? I agree, of course. I wish I had to aid Lord Seliph. No, my lord brother, every step of the way. I know this path will be a grueling one, but that's all the more reason to give it my all. Lady Lana, you'll do all you can to aid my brother as well, won't you? Yes, and gladly so. But, Lady Julia, what about... I must atone for the fate of Lord Sigurd. I know that's what my mother, Lady Deirdre, would wish of me. Well then, it looks like everyone's making their way here from the front lines. Or making their way here from... Seliph, this will be your first task as king. I'm sure they'll all love some words of thanks. Oh, is it like little by little here? This is like Radiant Dawn, or I should say Radiant Dawn, I guess is like this. Well, that's it. I'm going home, Seliph. I've left the Azatian people alone for too long, or something like that. I doubt I can ever thank you enough for all you've done for me, Shannon. All my life, you've been here to protect me. At every turn, I owe you so dearly. Your father, Lord Sigurd, was always there for me as well when I was a child, as was Lady Deirdre. But when we lost Lady Deirdre, I couldn't do a thing to stop it. I failed, Lord Sigurd. Even now, I'll never forget that day. You don't owe me a thing, Seliph. Not when I've caused you so much pain. No, Shannon. If it weren't for you and the people of Azash, I wouldn't be here today. To me, Azash will always be home. Nothing will ever change that. I'm sure everyone back in Azash would be heartened to hear such kind words. Come on, Shannon. This is Granville's new king you're talking to here. I'm not sure you should be this brotherly to him. Patty. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I ought to put on proper airs. King Seliph. No, that's not quite right. Perhaps your Imperial Majesty, the king, then. Oh, I didn't mean to anger you, Shannon. You're right. Parting ways like this has to be so painful for you already. I'm really sorry. That was just horrid of me. It's fine. You did speak honestly, after all. Shannon. I've always thought of you as a brother, Shannon. I pray we never forget that bond. My blade will always be yours, King Seliph. I'll never forget that so long as I live. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Best of luck, heroes of Azash. That's basically the same voice, I know, but... Thracia? I think that's all the Thracians. Yep. I couldn't possibly thank you enough for everything, Lord Seliph. I'll be departing for Lonester shortly. The Thracian Peninsula has suffered from war long enough, and it's high time we rebuild. I know my sister, Altina, wishes dearly for a restored Thracia as well. Indeed. This war has lain waste to Thracia, and I can only imagine the burden laid upon you, the king-to-be of a united peninsula. I pray you give it your best, no matter what happens. I will. You take care as well, Lord Seliph. Long ago, our fathers, Sigurd and Quinn, were bound by the closest of friendships, sharing their deaths as they did their lives. Prince Leif, I'd love nothing more than for us to follow in their example and remain lifelong friends. As do I, Lord Seliph. You're about to leave, aren't you, Leif? Do you wish to accompany me, Nana? Huh? Would that really be alright with you? But of course, all I want is to have you and your might by my side. Thank you. So, you're destined for Thracia as well, Princess Altina? I am, sir. I've got to help the new king in his quest to give rise to a united Thracia. At the very least, I ought to atone for the legacy of my adoptive family, Travent and Aeron. How wonderful it would be if Aeron were to work together with you. I don't believe that could happen for the time being, sir, but perhaps someday he'll feel the time is right. That's right, he's not even here, because he's a green unit. I shall be bound for home as well, my lord. I wish you the best of health. Sir Finn, you've come to my family's aid time and again, and for 20 years played a critical part in both my cause and my father's. I couldn't possibly thank you enough. No, I am servant to house alone, sir. As a knight, I have but followed where my lieges have led. No more, no less. Thracia is in your hands, Sir Finn. I hope you will assist Prince Leif in greeting Thracia its hard-won peace. Granting Thracia its hard... Yes, sir. A peaceful Thracia is my Lord Quinn's lifelong dream as well, and I will do all I can to bring that dream to life. Many thanks, King Seliph. I shall excuse myself now. Are you headed for Thracia as well, General Hannibal? Indeed. Thracia yet hangs in the balance, and the people await my return. Who better to lead the reconstruction of Thracia than a mighty war hero? Do your best for the youths of Thracia. The job awaiting you, the heroes of Thracia, certainly won't be easy. It's up to you to unite two peoples long divided by bitter hatred and build for all of them a new, peaceful land. Next! Not very many came in this time. Oh, it's, because they're not going too far, I guess. Seliph, I dearly owe you for all you've done to assist me. Oh no, Prince Ares, the joy chance upon you brought... Thanks, no, fuck, I'm losing it. It is such an honor to meet the son of my father's dearest friend. As tragic as their lives were, their faith in each other was unshakable to the very end. Our fathers, Prince Ares, were united by a singular dream. Their deaths left unfulfilled. Let us fulfill their dreams where they could not. Let the two of us, hand in hand, guide all of Youngdrill toward bringing the dream to... Oh wait, no, he's in a different country. He's from that other one. Well spoken, King Seliph. My father so dearly wished to see his beloved Augustria united... Yeah, that's the one. Lasting peace. In the name of his dying wish, I'll carve for Augustria a new, prosperous future. But my might alone shall not suffice. To that end, my dearest Lenine, or Leni, whatever your name is, I pray y'all have your strength by my side. Oh, of course. I'm going to do everything I can to help rebuild Augustria as well. Let's all work together to build Augustria where anyone can live happily. Indeed. As long as we remain, I know I'll never give up. I'm going with Prince Ares to Augustria, Lord Seliph. I'll lend the prince my strength and help rebuild the country. Dermot? Oh, of course. Your mother was a noblewoman of Nordian, yes? Lord Eldigan's sister, Rayquist, to be exact, sir. Nobody was closer to him than she was. I'll give my entire life to fulfilling the last wish of my mother and Eldigan, and creating a united Augustria. Even as we speak, Augustria is still embroiled in a civil war. A grueling task awaits you all, but I know you can handle it if you'll give it your best together. Augustria's fate now lies squarely in all of your hands. Oh yeah, now for the DLC, where we have to go and stop the Civil War, featuring Ares as the protagonist and main character. I'll be leaving for Verdine, Lord Seliph. Verdine, you say? Of course, your father was Prince Jemmy. I understand. From what I've heard, Verdine has long been naught but ruins dominated by brigand clans ever since the royal family collapsed. So I've heard, sir. I don't know how much good I can do by myself, but I have to try. These bandits have run rampant long enough. Indeed, Verdun was my mother's home, and my parents first met there as well. Ulster, I entrust this task to you. Do all you can to save Verdane's people. Yes, Lord Seliph. The one guy is like, alright, I'm on up solo. Oh, 2 people this time. Aye, Fievel. Well, Lord Seliph, I'm off to Youngbai. Knowing Youngbai is in your most capable hands will put my mind at ease. I admit, sir, I couldn't have seen all this coming in 1,000 years. But finding out that my mom was Youngbai's Lady Bridget helped me find myself a purpose in life, and I know what needs to be done. On this blessed bow of mine, Lord Seliph, I swear I'll be with you every step of the way. I'm going back to Youngbai as well, sir. I know Youngbai will need your might in the years to come, as will I. Yes, sir. I want to help my cousin just as my mother once helped my aunt, and I hope I can for the rest of my life. And you as well. Sigurd. You're as close to him as they come, aren't you? Yep, I guess this means we'll be around to visit. Who the fuck is this guy? Like the blacksmith? Does he count? Oh, teeny tiny, all by herself. Wait, wasn't she married to Ulster? You're Friege's heir, are you not, Teeny? So, I'm so sorry. I know returning to Friege couldn't possibly be easy for you. No, it won't be. But for my mother's sake, I mustn't run away. I hope I'll have your help along this... or something. But of course, we'll be with you every step of the way. Alright, I guess Ulster and you don't like each other. Go fuck yourself, teeny tiny. We'll see you around. Oh, Capri-san, I'm going to Dazo, Lord Seliph. Your father was Lord Lex, correct? I'm sure the people of Dazo eagerly await your return, Capri-san. The likes of Lambert and Donna have tormented the people and stained House Dazo. Good name for too long. Now that my father is gone, it falls to me to heal the state's wounds. I trust Dazo's welfare to you. I pray you'll be able to lend me your might in the years to come. Yes, Lord Seliph. My liege, I owe you a debt. Oh wait, listen. I owe you a debt among debts. I leave Dazo's care to you, Lord Johann. Home shall hold only pain for me, yet return I must if I am to absolve my kin's sins. I know not yet what my people can never... Something about forgiving. Yeah, I talk too weird for him. This war could never have been won if not for your strength, Johann. Your legacy is one of kindness. People everywhere know this well. Your words honor me, my liege. I can only pray you shall someday forgive House Dozo. But of course, Johann, I hope both Granville and the world will greatly prosper from your might. You shall always have my axe, Lord, my liege, I swear to you. The Granvillian throne shall have the undying loyalty of House Dozo. I hate to admit it, Johann, but that was actually quite the stirring speech. I guess that's what you've always been good at. Larcy, I know. I mean, I do love you too, Johann. I never knew such joy, Larcy. And finally, we have, I forget where they're going. Selinus, that's what. Selinus is the last country here. This is it, sire. I'll be taking my leave now. Destined for Selinus, then, Cid? I am. I've left Selinus people waiting long enough. I'll be joining them in the effort to restore Selinus once I get home. I'll give them nothing less than all I have. I see. Well, if you're lending your power to the cause, then I know Selinus is in the most capable hands. Take care, Cid the Brave. You too, sire. Well, Lord Seliph, thanks for everything. I'll be going back to Celis with my father now. Oh, he does admit that he knows Lewin's his father. I must admit, Arthur, I'm almost envious of you and your father. You're having a father like Lewin by your side. How nice it must be. It is. I'm so proud to be his son, sir. And someday, hopefully, I'll be every bit the great man he is. Lord Seliph, I'll be going to Selinus with Arthur. You as well. You will as well, Fee. That's very reassuring. I pray you and Arthur will pool your might to aid Selinus' people. Got it. I'll do my best. Look after Arthur, okay, Fee? Selinus is both of yours to rule now. I'm not going back. Huh? What are you talking about, Father? The war is over. Please, you've got to come home. No, my work there is done. I don't belong on the throne. Selinus needs a fresh start with its leadership, just like everywhere else. What Selinus needs is you. It needs to be guided by your youthful hand. I don't understand. Selinus needs you too, and I need you. Please, Father, please come home with me. Settle down, Arthur. You're embarrassing me here. You already know exactly why I'm doing this, don't you, Arthur? Father? That's enough. There's nothing left to say. Go. Leave Selinus' fate. I leave Selinus' fate to you. Well, Seliph, I guess this is farewell for me as well. I've got a journey of my own to begin. Thank you, Lewin. Thank you so much. You've done so much for us and the younger generation. You've always guided us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. I only did my duty, Seliph. I am the wind fated to guide the beating light of something, and this very light shines on within the hearts of every last one of you. I understand now. All my life I've heard tales of how the Dragonkin feared becoming entangled in the sorry affairs of man. But you were different. You guided us where your kin never would. So long as our world lives on, humanity will never forget your kindness. Lewin, no. A hero from a distant land, Forsete of the Wind. At long last, Thracia has been unified, a region once swamped in countless small nations, constantly warring amongst themselves. With the restoration of House Lunstar and the downfall of the Thracian kingdom, the Thracian peninsula finally knows peace. And as the first ruler of this new Thracia, the people ardently desired for the throne to be taken by Leif. And so Leif worked together with Nana, Leif's wife, Finn, the Lance Knight, the great general Hannibal, to build a new nation for Thracia's people. At Leif's behest, the old Thracian's former lands were entrusted to his sister, Altina. Legends tell of Altina's love for and dedication to the very soil that raised her, and this love never died as long as she lived. The Thracian peninsula thus gave rise to a new realm, the kingdom of New Thracia. Izaish. The kingdom of Izaish may have found its freedom from imperial abuse the quickest, yet its people could not rest easy while its heir was absent fighting in the war. This changed with the final victory of the Liberation Army, and when Shannon returned from battle, the people greeted their liege with raucous cheers, and so with Shannon assuming the crown, Patty, Shannon's wife, and others by his side to restore the land, they also strove for a new age of diplomacy and trade, seeking to build a wealthy nation. Izaish was once reviled by others as little more than a barbarous eastern land, but under the reign of Shannon, Izaish will grow like never before, and shall one day be reborn as a mighty nation, every bit the equal of other realms. Augustria, yep. The aftermath of Augustria's civil war left it to be annexed by Granville, and so the land fell to harsh tyranny. After years of abuse, its people dearly wished for the rise of a unified nation, one led by House Norden, heirs of the legendary hero Eldigan. And so the people eagerly welcomed the homecoming of Ares, In Ares, the people saw the very same aura Eldigan himself had borne in his youth. Ares was accompanied home by Linane, his wife, Dermot, the charming knight, and worked with them to unite Augustria. Under the reign of Ares, Augustria will soon become Granville's most crucial partner, and will grow to be greater than ever before. Even at its peak, the Empire had shunned and ignored Verdane. Uninterested in seizing the region with its iron fist, it completely abandoned the Old Kingdom. Instead, Verdane was left to the mercy of constantly warring clans and brigands ran rampant. Nobody had any hope of peace. Into the fray came Ulster, the child and heir to the heroic Prince Jameek, whose long-awaited return rallied the people's spirits. Youths flocked to join this new battle. Within a year, the fight for Verdane's reunification had come to an end, and Ulster took their rightful throne. With the support of Granville and Augustria, Ulster worked ceaselessly to rebuild the peaceful Verdane their grandfather, Butar, had once forged. Verdane is a land of natural beauty. Its verdant forests are Sigurd's prayers, its sparkling crystal-clear water is Deirdre's tears, and there are its people's emblems of hope and faith. Selinus. Selinus had long dwelt under the Empire's cruel hand, and so Arthur devoted their life to rebuilding the ruined land. Assisting them was Fee, his wife, Cid, the heroic light mage, all bearing hope-filled smiles, and a breathtaking land, a peaceful people. Lewin had devoted his life to protecting the kingdom of Selinus, and at long last his decades of work came to fruition. And Granville. And in Granville itself, Frigga's new lord, Teeny Tiny, Dozel's new lord, Capri Sun, and Johann, and his wife Larcy, Youngbay's new lord, Fievel, and Lester, and others all returned to their lands. In the royal capital, Valhalla itself, with overwhelming support from the public, Seliph was officially hailed as their king. The newly anointed King Seliph devoted himself to rebuilding his land and bringing peace to all. His goal, nothing short of a prosperous world free from oppression and bigotry. And by his side, he would always find his loving, ever-smiling wife, Queen Lana, who doesn't look smiling in that picture, but fine, his sister, Prince Julia, regarding his toil with the warmest of eyes. In ages to come, the people of Youngdrol tell legends of a divine king of ages past. None shall ever forget his name, Seliph. But fuck Sigurd, no one remembered Sigurd. Finn. Well, time to let the credits roll. And just to give the credits a little bit more than just reading. Oh my god, the turn counts on some of these already. 76, 71, 113. Good times. Yeah, so fantastic game. I really enjoyed this one. I can see why everyone is always talking about Genealogy: The Holy War. It is a very good game. All that's left on my list to play is Thracia, which is probably upcoming. We'll see. And probably... And Fire Emblem 2, that's the one. Gaiden. Which also is... Well, Gaiden's kind of weird, if I recall. The fan base is kind of split. Some people really like it, other people don't like it. And some people will say, well, if you play Shadows of Valentia or Valentia or however you pronounce it, they're like, that one's better than the original. Others are like, the original's better. You know, it's kind of all over the place. Depending on who you talk to, you'll get different answers. But I do need to play it. It does look like an interesting enough game, and I do kind of like the concept and idea of it. And then, yeah, like I said, Thracia. So I'm getting there. Finally, just after many, many years, way too long, I'm finally getting around to playing the last of the Fire Emblem games that I've been missing for so long. If I had to guess, though, I think Thracia will be the next one that I try out. Although I'm still debating whether I wait to see if they're nice enough to remake that one and release it worldwide. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, unfortunately, but we'll see. Look at Leaf with those 6 wins. Johan trying. Finn, nice. Hannibal, well done. Yep. Oifi making the difference, though, despite the loss. Julia died once, huh? I don't remember that one. Altina, I mean, she tried. She was doing what she could. Sid. Yeah, Sid was pretty good. Again, from what I've seen online, people are like, oh, Sid should be the one to inherit Forseti. I think Arthur should be the one to inherit Forseti. Because, again, you have Arthur for a lot longer in the game than you have Sid. And once he promotes, he becomes unstoppable. Because he can just cover so much ground. So, nothing wrong with giving Forseti to Sid. But I think Arthur does better with it, is my guess, from what I've seen. Obviously, I've only played the game once, but that would be my guess. Tactics E. Hell yeah, I'm a terrible tactician. Experience C. Apparently I did okay enough on that. Survival B. At least I got that. Combat D. Total D. I'm a shitty player. Hell yeah. But again, it's also my first time, so I'm going to give myself a pass. I was kind of learning. And the AI in this game is really tough to figure out what the fuck they're going to do. Because sometimes they do one thing, the next time they do something completely different. Is there no credits? That's interesting. Huh. Well, I guess there's no credits. But that was it. That was Fire Emblem, Genealogy of the Holy War, and my first attempt at playing it. So, yeah. I guess that's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be back next time with something a little bit different.
I want you to stay.